Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, as reported at Legacy.com in the third week of February 2025. Legacy.com is where you can find any obituary or publish an obituary in any newspaper in America and beyond. Actor Kevyn Major Howard died February 14, 2025 at a Las Vegas hospital. He died after suffering from respiratory problems at the age of 69. He was best known for his role in Full Metal Jacket as combat photographer Rafterman, as well as for roles in movies like Death Wish 2 and Alien Nation. Howard is also being remembered for the nonprofit he founded after retiring from acting. Fueled by the Fallen honors fallen military and law enforcement heroes. Actress Geneviève Page died February 14, 2025 in Paris at the age of 97. She was a French star who won international acclaim in such movies as El Cid and The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes. Page is also being remembered for films like Belle de Jour, Grand Prix, and Beyond Therapy. Rapper and actor Gene Groove Allen died February 12, 2025 in Maryland at the age of 60. He was a member of the 90s hip-hop band Groove Be Chill, and he appeared with them in the movie House Party and its sequel. Allen is also being remembered as the creator of Groovy Productions and the House Party Immersive Tour, which performs for veterans and their families. A note to remember, sometimes personal information, such as someone's cause of death, is not announced immediately by their family or the authorities. When a cause of death has not been officially confirmed, we do not report on rumors. Every family has a right to their privacy. Politician Jim Guy Tucker died February 13, 2025 at a hospital in Little Rock, Arkansas. He died of complications from ulcerative colitis at the age of 81. He was governor of Arkansas in the 1990s, though his career was cut short when he was caught up in the Whitewater scandal. Tucker is also being remembered for his time representing Arkansas in the U.S. House and serving as the state's Attorney General. Soccer player Ronnie Boyce died February 13, 2025 at the age of 82. He played for West Ham United from the 1950s through 70s, including scoring the winning goal in the team's 1964 FA Cup victory. Boyce is being remembered as a recipient of his team's Lifetime Achievement Award. Poet Michael Longley died January 22, 2025 of complications from hip surgery at the age of 85. He was one of the great Northern Irish poets alongside his friend Seamus Heaney. Longley is being remembered for such works as Ceasefire, his poem about the decades-long Northern Ireland conflict. Author Jacqueline van Maarsen died February 13, 2025 at the age of 96. She was Anne Frank's best friend, and Frank wrote about her in her now famous diary that chronicles her Holocaust experience. Van Maarsen is being remembered for helping preserve Frank's memory and teaching younger generations about the Holocaust by speaking to classrooms and writing several books about their friendship. Singer Paquita La del Barrio died February 17, 2025 in Veracruz, Mexico. She died of natural causes at the age of 77. She was a Mexican singer known for songs like Rata de dos Patas, Me saludas a la tuya, and Tres veces te engañé. Paquita is being remembered for singing anthems of women's empowerment. Actor Julian Holloway died February 16, 2025 in Bournemouth, England. He died of a lung infection at the age of 80. He was best known for his roles in the Carry On film franchise, appearing in 8 of the British comedies. Holloway is also being remembered for his work in Doctor Who, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Crown Court, and many other TV shows. Musician Rick Buckler died February 17, 2025 in Woking, England. He died after a brief illness at the age of 69. He was the drummer for The Jam, the British band known for new wave hits like Going Underground and Town Called Malice. Buckler is being remembered for his driving rhythms behind the band's songs. Actor Gary Crotty, better known as Biff Wiff, died in February 2025 after fighting cancer. He stole the show in his appearances on I Think You Should Leave, playing a profane Santa Claus and Tim Robinson's Shirt Brother. Wiff is also being remembered for his performances in Night Court, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and many other TV shows and movies. Anne Marie Hochhalter died in February 2025 at her home in Westminster, Colorado at the age of 43. She was a survivor of the 1999 mass shooting at Columbine High School who was paralyzed from the waist down after having been shot in the spine. Hochhalter is being remembered as an advocate for the disabled and for victims of gun violence. Actress Alice Hirson died February 14, 2025 at the age of 95. She was a soap opera regular with roles on The Edge of Night, One Life to Live, Another World, and Dallas. Hirson is also being remembered for recurring roles on Ellen, Full House, Seventh Heaven, and other shows. Sportscaster Mike Lange died February 19, 2025 at his home in Pittsburgh at the age of 76. He was the play-by-play announcer for the NHL's Pittsburgh Penguins for 46 years. Lange is being remembered as a Pittsburgh legend whose voice and colorful catchphrases are familiar to generations of hockey fans. Politician David Boren died February 20, 2025 at his home in Norman, Oklahoma at the age of 83. He was Oklahoma's governor in the 1970s, then served in the U.S. Senate from 1979 to 1994. Boren is also being remembered as the longtime president of the University of Oklahoma. Poet and multimedia artist Gerd Stern died February 17, 2025 at a rehabilitation facility in New York City at the age of 96. He was a poet of the Beat generation who co-founded the artists collective USCO. Stern is also being remembered for the sensory overload of the light shows he created. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 2 years ago this week, actress Raquel Welch died at the age of 82. She was a sex symbol of the 1960s and 70s, with memorable roles in movies like 1 Million Years BC, The Three Musketeers, and Bedazzled. 10 years ago this week, singer and songwriter Lesley Gore died at the age of 68. She became a teen star in the 1960s with such hit songs as It's My Party and You Don't Own Me. 19 years ago this week, singer and songwriter Bill Cowsill died at the age of 58. He was the lead singer and guitarist for the Cowsills, known for hits like Hair and The Rain, the Park, and Other Things. 20 years ago this week, actress Sandra Dee died at the age of 62. She was a teen star of the 1950s known for Gidget, A Summer Place, and Imitation of Life, among other movies. 20 years ago this week, writer Hunter S. Thompson died at the age of 67. The pioneer of gonzo journalism was best known for his 1972 book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. 35 years ago this week, artist Keith Haring died at the age of 31. He used his bright and bold pop art to advocate for safe sex, AIDS awareness, and other causes. 60 years ago this week, singer and actor Nat King Cole died at the age of 45. His beloved songs include Unforgettable, Love, For Sentimental Reasons, and When I Fall in Love. Actor Hal Holbrook was born 100 years ago this week. He died in January 2021 at the age of 95. He was known for such movies as All the President's Men and Into the Wild, and for portraying Mark Twain for more than 60 years in his one-man show. Actor George Kennedy was born 100 years ago this week. He died in February 2016 at the age of 91. His many movies included Cool Hand Luke and Airport, and he was a star of TV's Dallas. Filmmaker Robert Altman was born 100 years ago this week. He died in November 2006 at the age of 81. His acclaimed films included MASH, Nashville, and Gosford Park. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Arkansas have been lowered to honor the memory of former Governor James Guy Tucker, Jr. Flags in Florida have been lowered to honor the memory of the 17 lives lost in the 2018 shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland. Flags in Missouri have been lowered to honor the memory of U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Shelby Faye Butner, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Georgia have been lowered to honor the memory of U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Austin O'Hara of Lilburn, who was one of the military service members on board the mid-air Black Hawk helicopter crash that occurred near Washington, D.C. Flags in Illinois have been lowered to honor the memory of North Las Vegas police officer Jason Roscoe, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Massachusetts have been lowered to honor the memory of State Representative Carol Doherty. Flags in New York have been lowered to honor the memory of Binghamton firefighter John R. Gaudette, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Maryland have been lowered in honor of Civil Rights Heroes Day. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. At Legacy.com, any family can publish an obituary in honor of a loved one's memory, online and in local newspapers everywhere. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.